Hello and welcome to an IIosia update video with myself, Rex. Hope you're all doing well. This is, as you can see, going to be about maps by what we're looking at and about the title in the video, of the video. So let's get on with it, shall we? Because this won't be a very long video, but I thought the content therein would sort of like warrant its own video. So maps. This map is the one we all know and love of IIosia. It was made by a user called Arisball. Sorry, yes. Who randomly PM'd me one day saying, hey, look at this, look what I've done. And there it was, this appeared. And I've used it ever since. And it's absolutely brilliant. It's amazing. It looks fantastic. Everything about it is perfect. Apart from one little thing. A couple of months ago, we're talking maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, I got back in touch with her about some slight changes I wanted to make, because as the world develops, places change position, some places aren't needed anymore, some need adding, the world develops, the geography develops along with the world. And so I got in touch with her over Skype, and I made a list of demands. Okay, it wasn't that bad, but, I just said, can you move this and do this and that? And sure, I will, she says. But she didn't. Months passed, weeks passed, months passed, and nothing happened. And I thought, I could go back to her and say, have you done those changes yet? And like remind her, because, she forgot. Real life took over, things might have happened, I don't know. I have no issue with that. There are more important things than this. And even if she did make those changes, I might have needed some more, and I'd be like going backwards and forwards all the time, saying, can you change this, and always having to ask to change the map of my world, and so this wasn't really ideal. So what I decided to do was take control of the map again as best that I could. So what I did was I loaded up MS Paint, which is, of course, one of the best programs ever invented, and I removed all of the place names, which we can see here, because I still have that. There we go, more or less in the same place. I took all the names out, painstakingly, I may add, took all the names out of the places, pretty much. Not so much like Orindor or the major sort of like land names or the Sea of Stars. They're all fine. Oh, except to miss the Island of Oran, but that's okay. That can stay as it is for now, at least. Because they were sort of like permanent. I wasn't going to change anything as big as that. Equally, I was never going to change the land masses, because that wasn't going to change either. I'm perfectly happy with all that. But yeah, stuff like where places are and things and names, cities and towns and places of interest and stuff are likely to change and evolve and be added over time, and I couldn't do that before, so I thought that I would take charge of that part of the map. So that's what I've done. So I took all this out, pixel by pixel, and replaced all the trees and stuff underneath, and all the mountains and all the shorelines and everything, trying to get it, as accurate as I could. Some of it I've done a better job than others. If you look for it, you can see it, sort of thing. But generally, I think it looks okay. It looks all right. So I did that. But obviously I need to put the names back in, don't I? So I went on hunting for a font, which sort of was as similar as I could get to the old font that she used. Well, I think she actually hand wrote all of these, which I must admit do feel bad about removing them, but it was sort of like a necessary thing with the limitations of somebody else doing the map for free, and having no obligations whatsoever to ever come back to it when I might require such. So I went and found a font, and I loaded up GIMP, which is a brilliant program that I've just basically started using quite recently, thoroughly at least. And basically, here's the finished article of what I've come up with. Here we are. that's it. That is what I'm going to be using from now on. And all these I can now change and such. The only issue I have with this font is that the F looks like a K. Capital F looks like a K. I mean, I know it's like calligraphy and stuff. I've also changed Fenris to Fang, because Fenris is the home of the Space Wolves in Warhammer 40,000. And while I'm sure I could use the name Fenris, that is clearly someone, you know, that's what people are going to see first, who knows about it. So I changed it to Fang, which I'm sure will be a name of something else. But I decided to change it. And I can do that now because I have control of my map. So I can add things, you know, like rivers, river names, and places of interest that weren't there before, and slowly fill stuff in. And I'm for someone with really limited graphical design knowledge, I think I've done a pretty good job-ish. You know, more or less, I think I've held my own with this, and I am quite pleased with the way the whole thing has is sort of like developed and worked out. It's taken me a while. The removing of stuff took a lot longer than the actual adding stuff, especially, I must say, these, bit of a pain. The Skybreaker little things there, and the woods, I had to build the trees up behind it and everything. Some of them were really easy to get rid of, and then you have this, which I can probably tab there. It's annoying. So you can see down here, you know, I've had to sort of, you know, you can't tell. I mean, I'm quite pleased with that. You know, I've pixel by pixel just removed everything, then re-added mountains, and you see how sort of this looks very similar to this. So that's sort of like how I've been doing it, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way things went, all in all. So that's basically it. I'm going to upload this map in the next couple of days, and I think it's still in keeping with Ares Ball's old map, but you know, I'm sort of moving it on a step, and I'm taking like control of it and such. So this isn't like disparaging to any of the work that she did at all. It's absolutely brilliant, and I've tried to emulate it as much as possible. But yes, here we are with this, and I think that it fits well. It took me a long time to find this bloody font. It's called Cardinal Alternate or something. There's two. There's Cardinal Alternate, or Alternative or something. I might link to it in the description if I remember. But yeah, that is what I've been doing. So basically, I can now do things with the map again, which is nice, because I can add stuff down here or up here or whatever if I need to, and yeah, basically just add a little bit more detail and, you know, shove something here and there and rename the rivers and such, which I couldn't before. So hooray! That is the end of this video. Basically just showing off, yay, I can use paint and add some names via GIMP, which I know for a lot of people is like, yeah, so what? But for me, it was an accomplishment. So I feel accomplished. So that's what I've been doing over the past couple of days. Well, I started a while ago, then stopped, then finished off. So I finished it, and I shall upload this map soon. And yeah, hope you like it. Until then, thank you for watching, and toodaloo.